Welcome to Refresh Your Spirit Yoga. My name is Diana. Today we're going to be doing the first actually in a series of videos for relaxation, for anxiety and stress release. So if you suffer from stress like most of us do from time to time, maybe work related or in your personal life, or maybe you're just going to be studying for an exam or something like that and you feel tense and stressed, you usually start breathing the more shallow breaths and not really using the full capacity of your lungs, and you tighten up, things tighten up, your shoulders lift, and you can just be very tense. If you suffer from anxiety, that can be related to specific situations, or maybe you just have chronic anxiety where for any given reason or for no reason apparently at all, you can all of a sudden start having a panic attack. So what happens when you're having those panic attacks is your body starts pumping adrenaline, and that's that fight or flight syndrome, where you feel you want to either run away from the problem or stand and fight, but there's nothing to stand and fight and nowhere to run. So your body keeps pumping in the adrenaline. You start breathing those shallow breaths as if you were going to have to run for your life. So you start this shallow breathing, and then that can bring on things like sweating, feeling tingling, your heart is racing, hypertension, and all these feelings of anxiety become overwhelming. So one of the ways we can deal with that situation is by learning to control the body and the mind through the breath. So when you start breathing nice, deep, full breaths, the body starts to calm down, the heart rate comes down, your blood pressure comes down, and you just start feeling more calm. That can be really difficult when you're in that anxiety situation. So it's best if you can start that right away. When you start feeling that feeling of anxiety coming on, then you begin to use your breathing techniques. So today we're going to be mostly working on breathing. In some of the videos in the future, we're going to put more poses for relaxation and for anxiety and stress release. But today we're going to focus mainly on the breath. So if you're feeling that anxiety, that you feel like you can't get any breath, and no more breath, there's no more room for your breath. But in actuality, your lungs are filled with air and you have enough air, but you're not breathing out. So we're going to start today in Shukrasana, easy sitting pose. Make sure that you are in a nice quiet place where you're not going to be distracted by cell phones or kids or animals running in and out. Find a calm, quiet place where you can just be alone, just the two of us here working on letting go. If you find it difficult to sit with your knees crossed because your hips are a little tight, just grab a couple of pillows or blanket, sit it under your butt so that you can sit up nice and straight. Lengthen the spine. We want to create some space in the belly. And we're going to first breathe out. So I know people tell you to take a deep breath if you're feeling anxiety or stress, but sometimes if you're breathing shallow breaths, there's no more capacity in the lungs to take another breath. So we're going to do some belly breathing, sometimes called diaphragmatic breathing. And we'll start just by lengthening the spine, lifting up, letting your shoulders roll back and down, maybe turning the palms up, relaxed, fingers curled in, relaxed. And we're going to begin by taking just a normal breath and then breathing out with a sigh. Letting all the air go from your lungs. So as you breathe in now, you're going to let your belly relax. You can take one hand on your belly if you like, so you can feel what's happening. The other on your chest. So we don't want to breathe into the chest. We want to breathe into the belly. You're actually not breathing into the belly. You feel like you are, but your belly extends because your diaphragm is dropping down. So let your belly relax and breathe into your belly. And exhale through the mouth. Feel all the air from your lungs expel. Inhale into your belly. Exhale. More like that. Deep breath in. Lovely. So now the next time we do it, we're going to just breathe in and out your hands, or you can keep them here, or you can bring your hands to your knees again. If you like, go ahead and close your eyes so you can really bring your focus to your breath and not be distracted visually. So inhaling through the nose into your belly. Let the belly relax. Exhale. All the air releases from your lungs. Inhale. Exhale. Just making those breaths as deep as you can. Inhale and exhale. You might hear some doves in the background here. I have a couple of doves behind the camera. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. A few more deep breaths into the belly and feel your spine lift and lengthen on your breath in. And exhale all the air from your lungs. Feel your shoulders relax back and down. Feel your tailbone descend. Nice deep full breaths, breathing in tranquility and breathing out tension. Beautiful. So it may be a little difficult at first to get those deep full breaths. But as you practice over time, it becomes easier and easier to just go to the breath whenever you're feeling feelings of anxiety. I have a little dove sitting over to my left there. So inhaling, let your shoulders come forward and lift them up alongside your ears. Exhaling them down and forward. Deep breath in. Feel your shoulders relax as you exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And full breath out. Inhaling into your belly. Full breath out. And roll them in the opposite direction. Just big, slow circles, relaxing the shoulders. Good. One more. Inhale up and back. Exhale it down. Keep your sternum or your chest lifted. And then just close your eyes. Let your head rest over to the left side. Maybe reach down with the right hand, touch the earth beneath you. And let any tension flow down the side of the neck. So if you're feeling tight muscles in the side of the neck and into the shoulder, let that tension flow down all the way to your fingertips and into the floor while you take those deep breaths. So if you're not used to taking deep, full breaths, you might get a little feeling of lightheadedness. You're getting more oxygen to the brain now. So taking these full, deep breaths can also help you to think more clearly. Inhale back to center. And then resting your head to the other side, reaching down with the fingertips. Keep the chest lifted and don't drop the head forward. Keep the air alongside your shoulder. Deep, full breaths. Feels so good, right? So you don't have to practice any yoga to do good, deep breathing. Come back to center. Bring your hands to your knees. Shoulders roll back and down. And we're going to keep the chest lifted, the shoulders back, and just drop the head forward. Continue to take those deep breaths into the belly. Relax the back of the neck. Just feel any tension flow down the back of your neck. Down through the center of your back, through the the middle trapezius, and down the spine, all the way to the tailbone. Feel your tailbone descend and relax on the exhale. Keep the breath full and deep. And inhale back to center, lifting through the crown of the head, shoulders stay back. Let's take our left arm up and reach and extend through the fingertips. Really lengthen through the side body. and fingertips on the floor here. Exhaling over, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Reach and exhale over, maybe looking up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, loosening up. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Each time you do it, you might find that you come just a little deeper. And stay here for a few breaths, looking up towards the sky if you're outdoors. Or close your eyes and just imagine you're looking up at the beautiful night sky. Full deep breaths. Inhale, reach and exhaling over, looking up towards the sky. If the sun's in your eyes, close your eyes. If you're indoors, you can close your eyes. Imagine a night full of stars. Inhale and exhale down. Good. Shoulders roll back. Breathe in. Both arms reach. Create plenty of space in the belly. Press the heels and the hands up like, yes, maybe exhaling with a sigh here. Lift the side of the rib cage. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Let your arms float down and lace your fingers behind your back. Let the shoulders roll back. Open the chest up. Breathe in. Maybe lift the arms a little bit. Stay for a few breaths here. Full deep breaths all the way down into your belly, or just imagine it's going into your belly, but it's actually your diaphragm dropping. And as you exhale, the diaphragm lifts up and under the rib cage as you release all the air from your lungs. So you're actually working your abdominal muscles a little bit here. Good. Take another breath in. And we're going to come into a little twist. So take your right hand behind you, fingertips to the floor. So don't lean back, but just fingertips touch the floor. And then just let the other hand come to the outside of the thigh if that's available to you. Take another deep breath and lift up really tall through the crown of the head. Draw the throat back. Exhale to twist, looking over the shoulder, and stay for a few full breaths here. Feels so good. Breath in all the way into your belly, exhaling, expelling all the air from your lungs. Come back to center, breathe really tall. Exhale, twist. Good. Stay for a breath in to lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale to twist, looking over the shoulder. I wish you could see right behind the camera here, there's a little dove sitting, watching me. And right behind the camera, there's a rabbit, a little baby rabbit. I have lots of rabbits in my backyard. Good. One more deep breath in, reach up. And exhale the arms down. Lovely. So come back now to your natural breathing and notice if you're actually breathing a little more deeply now, a little more calmly. Feels good, right? Yes. So we're going to come into Shavasana. So Shavasana is just a relaxed, reclined pose for letting go of tension and relaxing. But before you do that, I want you to think about whenever you feel any anxiety coming on, before you get into that full place where you feel like you can't breathe and your heart is racing and you have all those other symptoms of fearful feelings, if you are suffering from anxiety, if you just have stress or tension, and maybe at work and you're feeling tense, just come into this deep full breath. So you're going to always exhale all the air from your lungs first, and then start the full deep breaths. And the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. So as we come into Shavasana, you're just going to roll all the way down to your mat or your blanket or whatever you're using to rest on. Hands to the back of the thighs, and we're just going to roll all the way down, and then bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug because you deserve it. Nice. And then let your head rest on the floor. Maybe roll your head from side to side. Take any tension out of your neck. Maybe with your hands on your knees, roll from side to side. Make some big circle with the knees. Just massaging the sacrum, the lower back, the lumbar spine. And taking the knees in the opposite direction, big full circles. Very nice. So now bring your feet to the floor. Let your arms fall alongside you with the palms facing upward. Bring the shoulder blades flat onto the mat. And then extend the legs. Just let your feet fall open. Let the weight of your body melt into the mat. Close your eyes. Bring your focus back to your breath. Maybe take one deep, full breath and exhale on the side. Just letting every muscle in your body release towards the floor. Let the earth cradle your body there in relaxation. And feel safe, feel secure, feel grounded. And coming back to your breath, I'm just going to focus on your breath, but without doing anything to control the breath right now. Just focusing on your breath. Just observing each breath in, each breath out. Just notice how the breath feels. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Feel the breath as you breathe in on the back of the mouth, the roof of the mouth and the back of the throat. Feel the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out, maybe all the way to your belly. Feel how each exhale relaxes your body just a little bit more. How your shoulders release towards the mat. And just let your mind be free from worry. For this few minutes, just allowing complete relaxation. Each breath in, breathing in tranquility. And each breath out, breathing out tension. And just stay for a few more minutes there until you hear the sound of the singing bowl to bring you back to your surroundings. So don't worry about how long you're going to stay here or what comes next. Just breathe. That's all you have to do right now. Sound just bring you back to your deeper breaths again. Breathing all the way into your fingers and toes. Maybe wriggling your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, slowly bringing your knees into your chest and roll over to your right side. Just take a moment there to make an intention, perhaps to practice that breath. Whenever you feel any anxiety or stress coming on, coming back into a focus on the breath. Breathing full deep breaths. Exhaling all the air from your lungs. when you're ready, coming back up to a seated pose with me today to end our practice. Bring your hands to Gyan Mudra, thumb and index fingertips at the tips of the fingers touching. So this is just a mudra or a hand gesture for being open and receptive to learning and growing. So as you breathe in, breathe a long, deep breath, lengthening the spine to the crown of the head. As you exhale, release all the air from your lungs. On your next breath in, breathe in tranquility. And as you exhale, breathe out tension. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra at the heart center. Press the thumbs to the sternum in gratitude for this beautiful day. And I'll see you next week for our next yoga session on rest, relaxation, tension, and anxiety release. Namaste.